Hey, it is day 18 of a series I'm doing where I'm inviting you to read John with me to start 2026. And if this is the first video you're seeing, I'd love for you to join us today. What this series looks like is each day we've been reading a chapter of John, and each day I post a video sharing what I liked and what stood out to me about the chapter for that day. And each day you can say what you like too in the comments. And in this way, it's been like our own little Bible study to start the year. So I'd love for you to join us for today and for the rest of the series if you want. Today we read chapter 18. This is what stood out to me when reading today. Chapter 18 is the story of Jesus being arrested and Jesus being questioned after he was arrested. And what stood out to me is the strength that Jesus has to be willing to comply with everything, even though he has complete power at all times to fight back and to save himself. He knows that God's plan is for him to die for us, and he loves us so much that he sticks with that plan, even though it's hard for him. And I liked in this chapter that we see multiple times that Jesus could have fought back, but he didn't. The first one is whenever Jesus is being arrested, and Peter strikes someone with his sword. But Jesus commands Peter in verse 11, "Put your sword away. Shall I not drink the cup the Father has given me?" And this reminds me of the words that Jesus said in chapter 12, whenever he knows that the time of his death is near. He says in chapter 12, verse 27, "Now my soul is troubled, and what shall I say? Father, save me from this hour? No, it was for this very reason I came to this hour." So while it was difficult for Jesus to go through this, he knew this was God's plan, and he was obedient to let this happen. The second time that Jesus could have fought back is in verse 22, when one of the officials slaps him in the face. But instead, Jesus replies, "If I said something wrong," Jesus replied, "testify as to what is wrong. But if I spoke the truth, why did you strike me?" His response was calm, and he didn't fight back. And the third time, whenever he is questioned by Pilate, and he has the chance to prove his innocence, instead he says in verse 36, Jesus said, "My kingdom is not of this world. If it were, my servants would fight to prevent my arrest by the Jewish leaders. But now my kingdom is from another place." And in this, he's speaking that his kingdom is in heaven, and he knows that he didn't come to earth to have a kingdom here, but instead to die for us, so that we may spend eternity with him in his kingdom in heaven. And so what I liked about this chapter are these instances of strength that Jesus showed in the face of great difficulty. He could have backed out, he could have saved himself, but instead he stuck with the plan and was obedient, because of how much he loves us and how much he loves the Father. And when reading this chapter, I'm always filled with love and gratitude for Jesus, and I'm reminded to thank him for doing this for me. So that is what stood out to me about chapter 18 today. Thanks for joining me. I'd love to know what you liked about today's chapter. Let me know in the comments. I'll see you tomorrow for day 19, where we'll look at chapter 19 of John.